Thank you to all the people that put content out there on Team RGBA. Elie with EsNews Rainbow at Tees by Rainbow. Frank Silva, the official chef for RGBA there in Riverside, and the official photographer Cumbia from Indio, California, and all the fighters, trainers, managers, and family that create posts on Instagram and bring us all the latest news and updates. The biggest news coming out of RGBA today, the official announcement of Legends Collide. There is going to be a 4-round exhibition fight between Mikey Garcia and Eric El Terrible Morales from La Zona Norte de Tijuana, Baja California. It sounds like there's going to be a few hours of the event where they're going to be selling T-shirts and fighting and signing autographs, selling food, trying to raise money for Isaac and Team Isaac Colunga. The fighters that are officially fighting on the card on May 18th are Louis Coria from Riverside, Raven Murataya from Fontana, Lina Licona from Westminster, Orange County, Ruben Rodriguez from Indio, and Mike Sanchez from Colton. So this was officially put out there today by Garcia Promotions, presenting the first annual California Festival and Professional Boxing. Mikey Garcia announced that a portion of the proceeds from the event will go to support Team Colunga and Isaac in his journey to recovery. Mikey's 39-1 with 30 knockouts, and he will be having this exhibition fight with Eric El Terrible Morales. If you want to follow him, he's at Team Mikey Garcia. Abner Mares, 31-3-1, posted on said on Fox that he is back in the gym. I personally haven't seen anything out there with him being in the gym, but he's probably been cleared from his doctor from the detached retina surgery to start working out. So that's the latest that we have on Abner Mares. If you want to follow him, he's at Abner Mares Official on Instagram. Josecito Lopez, 36-8, is looking for a huge fight. Robert Stad mentioned that he wants nothing but big fights from here on out for Josecito Lopez. Riverside Rocky from Riverside. If you want to follow him on Instagram, he's at Jose Lopez. Jose Carlos Ramirez, 24-0, 60 knockouts. He's the WBC 140-pound champion. He's promoted by Top Rank, and his manager is Rick Merizian. If you want to follow him, he is at JC Ramirez 2012. 2012, I think, is for the Olympics that he participated in. Brandon Bam Bam Rios, 35-5-1. He's unofficially retired. Robert mentioned that they had spoken before the fight in Tijuana against La Zorrita Soto and saying that was going to be his last fight. He had signed a 3-fight deal with Matchroom Boxing with Eddie Hearn, and he fulfilled 2 of those fights. So who knows if he's got one more in him, but unofficially he's retired. And if you want to follow him, he's at Brandon Rios 1. Esquiva Falcao won a WBA championship title in Brazil on Sunday, March 31st. He advances to 23-0 with 15 knockouts. Robert flew out and was there a few days out there in Brazil with him. If you want to follow Esquiva Falcao, he's at Esquiva Falcao on Instagram. He is not managed by Robert Garcia, but he is promoted by Top Rank. Eric De Leon very recently added another win to his record. He was dropped in the 5th round, but he did stop his opponent in the 7th. This fight took place at the Hangar in Costa Mesa in Orange County. And he tweeted very recently that he's been fighting at 130-pound division for 10 years now. So if you want to follow him, he is at Team De Leon 1. He is promoted by Top Rank, and he is from Detroit, Michigan. So Eric De Leon, Team RGBA, 19-0-1. That one draw is against Andy Vences from Northern California, from San Jose. Joshua El Profesor Franco, 14-1-1. He announced this week that he is back in the ring April 25th in a rematch versus Oscar Negrete. They fought to a draw last year. I believe it was in March at the Hangar in Costa Mesa. If you want to follow El Profesor Franco, promoted by Golden Boy Promotions, he is at 1 Professor Franco. And there's a flyer of Oscar Negrete versus Joshua Franco in a co-main event on April 25th. If you want to buy tickets, they're $25 at the Fantasy Springs Resort and Casino. Hector Tanajara is the WBC youth champion at 135. He is 17-0, 5 knockouts. He and Joshua and Jonathan Navarro all turned pro in 2015 with RGBA. He won this youth title in Tijuana, Baja California. On the same night, Bam Rios and Alexis Espino fought. His opponent was Ivan Striker Delgado. He got cut over his eyebrow, and the doctor stopped the fight. So they went to the scorecards after the 4th round. If you want to follow him, he's at Hector_Tanajara. If you want to follow his dad, he's there in the picture with him at Tanajara_Hector. So just the reverse. And they are from San Antonio, Texas. So Hector Tanajara, 17-0, undefeated. WBC youth champion. Jonathan Thunder Navarro from East Los Angeles, 16-0, 8 knockouts. No updates on him. If you want to follow him on Instagram, he's at Jonathan Navarro_16. Carlos Lincona, 14-1, 2 knockouts. He has been seen in the gym. He's active. Virgil Ortiz went live on his Instagram, and you could see Lincona and his dad training in the back. If you want to follow him, he is at Mexicanito12. I believe he is not. He doesn't officially have a promoter. I think Mikey and Robert move him between PBC events and other events that they can get him on. Virgil Ortiz Jr., 12-0 with 12 knockouts. He officially announced his opponent. We knew he was on the Canelo undercard as he fights a lot on Canelo's undercards, but officially he announced that Mauricio Herrera is his opponent for May 4th on the Canelo Jacobs undercard at the T-Mobile in Las Vegas. If you want to follow him, he is at Virgil Ortiz. He is promoted by Golden Boy Promotions, and he fights out of Grand Prairie, Texas, in the Dallas area. So Virgil Ortiz, 12-0, 12 knockouts. He fights at 140, but could easily be fighting at 147 in the near future. He's very big for 140. If you want to follow him, he's at Virgil Ortiz. If you want to follow his dad, it's at Virgil Ortiz Senior, SR. Joseph Adorno improves to 12-0 with 10 knockouts. He had a fight March 17th in New York, and he got a 6-round unanimous decision. So he improves to 12-0. If you want to follow him, he's at Real Joseph Adorno. He is also a top-ranked fighter. John El Terrible Bauza, another top-ranked fighter, 12-0, also fought March 17th on Sunday at the Madison Square Garden. 6-round unanimous decision. If you want to follow him, he's at Real John Bauza. And then Josue, the Prodigy Vargas, is not officially part of Team RGBA, but he has had multiple camps sparring there in Riverside. He spars in Riverside, and he also trains out in New York. He is 15-1-0. He used to be with Mayweather Promotions, but now he's with Top Rank. So if you want to follow him, he's at Real Josue Vargas. Louis Coria improves to 11-2-0. He fought on the undercard of Mikey Garcia and Errol Spence. He will be on the Legends Collide in Rancho Cucamonga on May 18th. He fights out of Riverside. If you want to follow him, he's at King Louis 416. Alejandro Porchop Guerrero improves to 10-0 with 9 knockouts. He was the main event for a Garcia Promotions event the night before Mikey fought Errol Spence in Irving, Texas, so a suburb of Dallas. And he got a 4th round TKO. If you want to follow him, he's at porkchop_214. He fights under the banner of Mikey Garcia Promotions as well. Alejandro Porchop Guerrero, 10-0. Misael El Chino Rodriguez, he is a fighter. He's an Olympian. He out of Mexico. He is promoted by Richard Schaefer's Ringstar Sports. He is undefeated with 9-0 with 4 knockouts. He will be the main event for Legends Collide, other than the exhibition fight. So if you want to follow him, he's at Misael Lote, Misael Otee on Instagram. Jesse Bam Rodriguez improves to 9-0, 5 knockouts. He was also on the undercard of Mikey versus Spence. He's the little brother to Joshua Franco. He is promoted by Tekken Promotions, but along with the help of Robert and Mikey, he has fought on different events promoted by different promoters. For example, I believe he fought on the Triple G versus Vanya's Mortar Royson undercard, and then he fought in September on a PBC event in Ontario, California. And then he also fought on the undercard of December 1st of Tyson Fury and the WBC World Heavyweight Champion Deontay Wilder. So if you want to follow him, he's at 210BAM, 210 BAM. Jesse Bam Rodriguez. Lindolfo Delgado, he is another fighter promoted by Richard Schaefer's Ringstar Sports. He is 9-0 with 9 knockouts. He luckily got a televised bout on the Mikey Garcia versus Errol Spence. He had a first-round knockout of his opponent. He is one of the Big G's favorite fighters out of Team RGBA. If you want to follow him, he's at Lindolfo Delgado. Genaro El Conde Gamez, 8-0, 5 knockouts. He recently posted on Instagram that his next fight date is May 16th, and more details to follow on him. He's a local fighter. He's promoted by Golden Boy. He fights out of San Diego, California. And if you want to follow him, he's at Genaro Gamez on Instagram. Genaro El Conde Gamez, 8-0, 5 knockouts with Golden Boy Promotions. Brandon Bulletproof Glanton, 8-0, 7 knockouts. He was on the undercard of Josecito Lopez versus Keith One-Time Thurman. He got a win, improves to 8-0. He also fights under the banner of Mikey Garcia Promotions. He's born in Atlanta, raised in Atlanta. If you want to follow him, he's at Team Bulletproof. Manuel Flores, 7-0, 5 knockouts. He's not officially a RGBA fighter, but he does do a lot of sparring with the fighters. There you see him in a picture with Abner Mares, as Abner Mares was preparing to fight Gervonta Tank Davis, a fight that he pulled out of a week or two before the event in February because of a detached retina that he had. But Manuel Flores is a southpaw fighter out of Coachella, fighting under Cameron Duncan. So if you want to follow Manuel Flores, he's at Gucci Manny on Instagram. Isidro Ochoa improves to 7-0, 3 knockouts. He just fought on the Jose Carlos Ramirez undercard in Fresno. And he has another fight date. I believe it's May 4th on the Top Rank card in Stockton. So he's been seen in the gym. He's been very active. Frank is helping him with the diet and getting his weight down. And the main event to that May 4th event in Stockton is Gabe Flores Jr. So needless to say, Isidro Ochoa is promoted by Top Rank. 7-0, 3 knockouts. If you want to follow him on Instagram, he is at IGO_Ochoa. Aaron Morales, the most active fighter in 2018 for RGBA. He fought a total of 5 times in 9 months. He fought again on the Mikey Garcia versus Errol Spence event. He improved to 6-0 with 3 knockouts. He got a unanimous decision, 6-round decision. If you want to follow him on Instagram, he is at Aaron_Morales. That's with 3 S's at the end, Morales. He is from Oklahoma City. Ray Danger Murataya from Fontana. He is at 6-0 with 3 knockouts. He is scheduled to fight on the Danny Garcia versus Adrian Granados fight card at the Dignity Health Sports Park. And then he's also scheduled to fight, if everything goes well, on Legends Collide. So he's a local fighter. I believe he fights at 140, possibly might be fighting at 147. He is from Fontana, California. If you want to follow him, he's at Ray_Murataya1. I believe he doesn't have a promoter as well. Brian Lua, top ranked fighter, 5-0, 2 knockouts. No update on him. Hopefully he can take advantage of the Central Valley gym being opened up there. If you want to follow him, he's at Brian_LUA, at Brian_Lua. Ruben Rodriguez from Indio, California, improved to 5-0. He fought on the Porter versus Ugas fight card at the Dignity Health Park in Carson, California. He got a 4-round unanimous decision. He also fights at 140, and he's scheduled to fight on the Loma card at the Staples Center in LA. So tomorrow he's scheduled to fight. And then on Box Records also says that he's scheduled to fight on Legends Collide May 18th. So if you want to follow him, Ruben Rodriguez, 5-0. He is at RubenNR_. He's from Indio. Brennan B-Fly Macias from Goodyear, Arizona, from the Phoenix area, 3-0 with 1 draw, 2 knockouts. He is also fighting on Legends Collide. He does not have an opponent named. If you want to follow him on Instagram, he's at B_FLY301, at B_Fly301. I believe he fights at 112. Robert Biggie Rodriguez, 3-0, improved to 3-0. He had a long layoff. I think he had an injury, and he fights under the banner of Mikey Garcia Promotions as well. He fought on the Errol Spence versus Mikey Garcia card. He got a 4-round unanimous decision. If you want to follow him on Instagram, he's at BiggieJR_. I give this photo credit to Cumbia for this picture, and I post it there on top of it. Isaac Kulunga was successfully moved to Denver, Colorado, to a rehabilitation center for a gunshot wound that he received in early March, I believe. And the event, the portion of the proceeds from the event on May 18th will go to help fund his family for the medical expenses of that surgery and of his medical care. So Isaac Lunga from Corona, he was living at in Colton at the time. He's 3-0, 2 knockouts. If you want to follow his story, you can follow his mom at Carrie Kulunga. You can also follow his aunt at Shelly_Shell. And I forgot his brother's Instagram, but I think it's Gunny at GUNNIE. If you want to follow Isaac, or if you want to support him, he has a GoFundMe account under Team Isaac Kulunga. Manny Rodriguez, he is a little brother to Ruben Rodriguez. He's an amateur, and he spars a lot of the guys at RGBA. He is on the picture on the far top right, and he goes by the nickname Baby. If you want to follow him on Instagram, he's at MannyTRE. Alexis El Macizo Espino has been officially announced on the Cinco de Mayo card with Canelo and with stablemate Virgil Ortiz. He does not have an opponent listed, but he'll be having his second professional fight. He fights out of Las Vegas, but he trains out of Riverside. If you want to follow him, he's at _Alexis Espino 1. He is promoted by Eddie Hearn's Matchroom Boxing, and he fights at super middleweight at 168. There you see him in the picture with ex-WBC champion David Benavidez. Evan Sanchez, there in the white shirt in the middle, in the back, is a welterweight. He's 3-0 with 2 knockouts. He and his family, along with Al Perez, will be running the Central Valley RGBA gym. So if you want to follow him, he's at Real Evan Sanchez. Jerry Magic Hands Adorno won his pro debut March 30th. He is the little brother to Joseph Blessed Hands Adorno. So if you want to follow him, he's at Magic Hands _Jeremy, and I believe he fights at 122, and he is the little brother to Joseph, like I mentioned earlier. He is promoted by Top Rank. Anthony the Real Too Pretty Chavez was originally scheduled to fight on Legends Collide, but he is not on the official ballot on BoxRec, so I'll stay updated on him. If you want to follow him, he's at the Real Too Pretty on Instagram. Wesley Diana, another RGBA. He's not an official RGBA fighter, but I keep an eye on him as he's trained by middleweight champion Fernando El Ferros Vargas at Wesley_Diana. If you want to follow him on Instagram. Jose Maria Chema Delgado will be fighting this weekend. He got a win in February, and he's going to fight again, I believe, in Culiacan, Sinaloa. I follow him on Instagram. If you want to follow him, he's at E1_Chema with a double A at the end. So added to Legends Collide on May 18th in the venue has changed from San Bernardino to Rancho Cucamonga. They've added an undefeated fighter out of Texcoco, Mexico. His name is Jose Enrique Durantes Vivas. And then like you've seen earlier, all the other fighters that are scheduled to fight: Misael, Louis, B-Fly Ray, and Lina Lincona. Lina Lincona goes by Cookie. She is the sister of Carlos Lincona. Also, RGBA affiliated Carlos Adames will be fighting on the Crawford Con card. He goes by Caballo Bronco, and he will be, I believe he fights at 154. He was brought in to spar Mikey Garcia in preparation for Errol Spence. So through March 31st, the official RGBA record 23-4-1. So once again, thank you to the official photographer, Cumbia, out of Indio, California. He's the official photographer for Team RGBA, and to all the Instagram pages of the fighters, trainers, and managers who post updated pictures on their IGs to allow us to keep updated info on Team RGBA. So I'm Sonteo Media. If you like the video, please like and subscribe. You can find me on YouTube on Sonteo Media. You can follow me on Twitter at Sonteo_media. You can also follow me on Instagram on Sonteo_media. Hope you like the video.